Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to True Boost. You're joining me for part 4 of the S13 Pro Drift Build, and we've made some progress. So as you can see, very different to how the last video ended. The motor is now mounted, gearbox is mounted, there's actually been a lot that's done. I'll just show you. Shifter's been mounted and it is grabbing gears, which is super sick, and managed to get a couple of things that were on this car beforehand. So we got some fuel lines, fuel pump, radiator. So yeah, we are making some headway, like I said, and yeah, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more in depth what has been done and what we're going to be doing over the course of the week, and how close we are to actually starting the car. So thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to leave a like, comment as well, and make sure to subscribe. We're almost on 1K. I'll see you soon. Right, so I'm in front of the car, but I'm going to go underneath so I can show you guys basically the work that was done over the course of the week, allowing the car to be at the point it's at. So slide under with me, let's go. This might turn pear-shaped, it might not. So I want to show you guys the mounts have been made and the motor is sitting pretty, which is really nice. Obviously the gearbox is a bit dodgy, but that's fine. But the mounts are super nice. So yeah, gearbox is mounted, engine is mounted, and now you guys can actually see underneath. Obviously we've got to clean this stuff, but yeah, super cool. Whew. So let me show you guys what one of the worries were. But luckily the way the motor was mounted, it's not actually a worry, and that is the oil filter placement. So if you remember in the last video, we were kind of worried that the oil filter wasn't going to clear the chassis leg, but thankfully it does. Probably when we do the oil cooler, putting the sandwich plate on, it might push it there, but we can always go for a shorter filter. But yeah, this is fitted. It's super cool to see that there's been so much progress made, and yeah, this is obviously the massive mechanical part of the car itself. So super cool. Like I've been saying, everything is just cool these days. The prop shafts I want to show you. So that is the Falcon's old prop shaft, and obviously the rear coupling doesn't fit onto the SX diff. So I managed to pick this up from the homie, and that is the perfect fit for the SX. So we're going to basically just mash these two together, make use of the bigger prop though, and then we should be good in terms of the prop shaft. So yeah, we're super close. We are super close. Now I want to show you a bit more in depth in terms of what's going on in the rear. Sorry to interrupt the video, but this is a quick one and a really important one. So a lot of you have been asking for ways to support the channel through merch, but I've thought about this and I didn't want to just create merch that said True Boost on it and that was that. So I've started this company, Lowered Fashion, which is going to be the merch company or clothing company that is going to support the YouTube channel and all of the builds. So let me give you a quick overview at some of the tees. So we've got a little something for everybody. This is for my VW fans out there. The VW Club tee, we've got the Born to Drift tee, which is super cool, and we've got the Retro E30 tee, and the one that I'm wearing the Godzilla Unleashed T. So 1st of March is when I'm aiming to drop this, and you guys will have an opportunity to support the channel directly. Thank you so much. Back to the video. Okay, let's run through the rear of the S13 and what's been done recently. So I've picked up this radiator that was in the car, and you can see it basically just fits into there quite snug. We're just gonna build new brackets for it, and the car was made for this rear mount setup, so we're just going to utilize it. And along with that, I managed to get the cooling lines and fittings. As you can see, we were busy mocking up and just checking lengths and what we need to add or take away, and yeah, that's basically going to have cooling sorted. The next thing is the fuel system. So I managed to also get the old fuel system that was in the car. As you can see, we were mocking up more or less where they went, where they were before, and what we need to do over here. So Mark and the team are going to build a bracket for the fuel pumps. I'm also going to get the surge tank, which will go right there, and then yeah, fueling will be sorted. So fueling, cooling will be all good. Next thing is the oil system and a couple of other things that we need to tidy up here in the front. But yeah, catch can we need to get. Surge tank, I did mention, we got to get a fuel pressure regulator from FTF. I got to get a lambda. I got to sort out this wheel because it's buckled. I don't know if you can see, but then we should be sort of on track to start the car, which is really awesome. So yeah, we've made a lot of progress, which is really awesome, and we wouldn't be able to do this without the support of you guys watching. You drive me, you motivate me, and I'm super excited to get this car done and to show you guys this thing ripping. So thank you once again for tuning in. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and just supporting the channel. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you guys. So now, problems. Number one problem, the cage. Some of it we do like, some of it we don't like, but overall I think we're going to have to redo the cage, which is something unexpected, but something that we're going to have to do. Safety matters always. Remember that safety is always a number one priority. Along with the safety with the cage, the seat wasn't really mounted well to begin with, so we need to sort out the bracket and how we're going to mount the seat. And also I need a seat because this seat is just not going to work. It's not going to work. It's also not FIA approved and legal for Hyperdrift. So if anyone is willing to help me out with a seat, I'd really appreciate it. It is a big cost that would be saved, and that can go into the rest of the build. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. That covers everything that we've done in the past week with the S13, and in the coming week, like I mentioned, we are going to probably sort out the prop shaft so that we can have all of the mechanical bits sort of plugged in so that the car is almost able to move under its own power. We're going to sort out the exhaust system and just start chipping away at those little things. But thank you guys so much once again for watching part 4, and in part 5, who knows, we could have some really big progress. We might have some really small progress, but you guys will have to wait and see for part 5. Thank you once again for tuning in. Keep well and keep boosting.